This configuration is from Sri Lanka. According to Sri Lankan request, I have been designing this sales quotation on EM version. Here, as the party suggested, he want that quotation on EM version. So according to his request, I have been designing this invoice. I have been designing this sales quotation on EM version using SQL coding according to Nepalese configuration. Sorry, not Nepalese configuration, according to Sri Lankan configuration. The address, whatever he has given, the same address is appearing here now, and I have been copying it to business company creation pattern. Company creation not pattern, company creation fields. The pin code he has not given me. The telephone number, whatever he has given me, I am copying it and pasting it over there. It is, you can see it now on the screen. Notepad, he has supplied me a notepad. All the details through a notepad. That is now email address, whatever he has given, the same email address is being, oh yes, he has given JSP, their company name is being JPS Electronics. Whatever he has given, the same data is being fed now. Now the company is being created here in Sri Lanka. In India we are having GST, whereas Sri Lanka they are under VAT regime. So now from inventory tab I am going to select parameter details. Here I am going to select 5 parameters. It is for the general group. I am not using general group. So just I want to enter in as A, B, C, D, E, F, E. But I don't use this group anywhere in my configuration. If you want to pick MRP, you can pick MRP. If you want to pick sales price, you can tick sales price. Barcode, sorry, it is batch wise, but I have not used batch. Here I have enabled batch wise feature, but in general, in this entire sales configuration, I have not used batch because this, see, for the time being, sales quotation is not a 100% valid document. Whatever I want to present in the sales quotation, I have enabled. That's what. But it is not a bill. But in the bill, I have to call in that batch details, everything. But it is just a document. That's all. It's a formal document. For that purpose, I have not used anywhere my item group in my document designing. Here I go to now add a new discount structure called Sri Lankan discount. I want to change the name also. Now the name will be a special discount. I'm just having only 2 types. I want 2 types of compound discounts here. Just I want to provide, as the party has suggested me, only 2 types. First one is regular discount, that is based on the regular discount based on the least price, not on the least price, based on the MRP. The second one is also being percentage, that is depending upon the price. First one here under the category account posting, first one will be discount. Now what you are seeing on the screen, the first one is being discount percentage, and second one is being offer discount. See, offer means sometimes I may provide a cash discount, or depending upon the festivals I may provide festival discounts. So depending upon that case, here just whatever the name you want to give, you can give. Here now let's come back to voucher configuration. Here in the sales quotation, that's at the upper top, sales quotation, which I have enabled voucher configuration. Here I just want only round off because it is not sales invoice. That's why I want only round off. Now print, no, I don't want voucher configuration. It is not account configuration. I want to print my sales quotation, the bottom one. I would have taken bottom one, but here the special discount I'm going to enable it. Okay, meantime I left that because see, here I have to mention the invoice sales quotation design, which I have not mentioned. Now I want to enable even item notes manager too. Here I'm going to add one more quotation pattern, and that pattern is called, I want to add a new pattern, I want to design a new pattern, new quotation pattern, and that name is Sri Lankan. It will be see, now page setting I need, yes, whatever that is there, and I don't want to use full body to enable me for my convenience, that's all. Later on I will use the full body specification. Now while designing the invoices, I don't want that full body configuration. For the time being, I'm using only this much of configuration. Oh, it's being still. So number of lines per page, everything now reset. Here in the quote quit. Now I'll go back to voucher configuration. Here in the sales voucher configuration, I am setting it to now print sales quotation. After saving, yes, I'm enabling it. The pattern that I want is now Sri Lankan. Okay, done. Now again I'm configuring little more here. I want to add item notes and along with the item, but item image I have enabled here from E drive. I have kept all my images at images folder, but I'm not using that. Here I'm using item notes. Why am I using item notes? Because I want to mention, along with certain items depending upon their weight, up to 10 kilometers, my party has suggested me that he wanted to mention a word called free transport up to 10 kilometers. For that purpose, or if there are any schemes, something like that, then in that case I may use item notes. Whatever the name, part name, item name given here, the same name I'm copy the item name. Here I'm going to create new items with the same name. Just enter. I don't want this configuration of standard. See, I have created a new item group called air coolers. Here I don't want to use default parameter configuration. I want to use a different configuration. Here I am mentioning my configurations as, and I want to print the same in front of the item name. That brand, same brand has to be printed in against my item name. That's what he wanted. Brand, type is vertical, horizontal, something like that. Reservoir capacity, that is air coolers need to provide some water. They need to be provided some water. That water has to be stored in a reservoir, so that is called reservoir. Speed, sometimes it is 2 speed, 3 speed, or maybe defined by RPMs, something like that. I want to skip that speed. Here cooling area, and fifth one will be, the fifth parameters being now color. Okay, that is cooling area and then color. Now I am saving it. Okay, here tax category is yes, and the tax category is 15%. I want to provide a note here that should be printed along with the item in my sales quotation. What is that note? My note says, according to party, free delivery up to 10 kilometers. If you buy material from us, and we are mentioning it in sales quotation, free delivery up to 10, no, it is not 20 kilometers, sorry, I made a mistake here. Actually it was 10 kilometers. That's what he said me. See, yeah, he said me free delivery up to 10 kilometers. If the party buys material from his shop, then he is going to give free delivery. Otherwise 750 Sri Lankan rupees that he is going to charge. Opening stock, this is what he has given me. Opening stock, some value he has given. Now expiry month is 12 month. The party says whatever he sells at his shop, he gives warranty for every product. According to party, the same has to be mentioned in sales quotation at remarks column. Bank details party has not provided me because of having a fear with internet. That's what he has not provided. Now brand, here first he said Terex, later he changed it to Falcon. First party said, yeah, now it is changed to Falcon. First party said it is Terex. reservoir capacity 23 liter, cooling area is now being 20 square feet, and the color is being white. MRP according to Sri Lankan rupees, it is 62,900, quantity 3 piece. Now I am creating second item. Here voucher series configuration. Here in the voucher series configuration, that is at the upper top, sales quotation. I am coming here to voucher numbering, automatic, not required. Prefix is JS, that is JPS I think, or JS something, whatever he has given, whatever the name he has given, that's I am mentioning here. That is starting, that starting number should not come over there. Now starting number is 236. Now renumbering has started. Now renumbering done. As there is no more invoices, so just that number, now starting with 236. Angelo T. Pereira, that is F3. I have pressed F3 now. I am directly entering here. The date given to me is 17/11/2024. 17/11, yes, I think 17/11 November. Now changing it to 17/11/2024. Sale type is being VAT 15%. Here party name F3 I have pressed. Now I am creating a new party name, that is copy paste, Angelo T. Pereira. Sundry debtor, under the group sundry debtor. Address, what he has given now, the same address I am copying and pasting over there. Address, and second one is Silk House Road, near Coastal Center, Jaffna, Sri Lanka. Jaffna. Here country I am going to select it as Sri Lanka. The country actually Jaffna. Here I have to select the country as Sri Lanka. And VAT number he has not provided me. This is what the details he has provided. So with these details, Russell iron box, that has been already entered, but I have not mentioned here, I have not shown here in the video. Now the type is automatic. See, here we are having different configuration, whereas that group is having different configuration. Here I am just skipping this line by pressing F2. Now the quantity being sold is 1 piece. It's all vertical mounting, everything. The discount is predefined discount. Now I'm going to press F4. No, it's not F4, just I'm going to press VAT. Now here freight and forwarding, in this particular case he has mentioned it as 250. That is what the procedure that they have followed. They may charge or may not charge, but it is, the design is, see here, finance facility available, free door delivery up to 10 kilometers. That's what he has mentioned in the invoice footer, sales quotation footer. Now let us start writing. Let us create a shortcut, Control Shift F2. That is always my favorite shortcut, and that is now let us start writing a query by name Tata. Select name from master 1. Oh, there's a where code is equal to tran2 dot master code 1, comma, parenthesis closed. Now tran2 dot value 3 from tran2, where tran2 dot rect type is equal to 26 and tran2 dot tran2 dot voucher type is equal to 26 and tran2 dot rect type is equal to 20, because it's being a quotation. So now according to Sri Lankan system, this is what it is giving. Here it is wrong, because see, I should not have taken 20, it should be 3. See, now first I got VAT, freight and forwarding charges, and then third one is round off. This I have to get it printed automatically in my sales quotation pattern. This is, see here I am just mentioning it's a Sri Lankan SQL coding. It is Sri Lankan SQL coding. It is Sri Lankan SQL coding designed for EM version. See, I have done this design for EM version, that is for Access database. This query is common even for Indian too, Access database, but this query, this coding is same even for EC or SC versions. So guys, who are using EC and SC versions, if you write similar query in Sri Lanka also, you can get the same output. I mean to say SQL Server database or SQL database users too. This is my short note over that. Now here I am pushing it to bottom line, and by adding a word called and, here I am going to write where tran2.voucher code is equal to @voucher code and tran2.sr number is equal to @bssr number . Here I am going to change the query type to bill sundry, and I am going to save it. If you want to put the password after saving, you can put the password too. Now at this moment I cannot put any password because it has to be refreshed. The grid has to be refreshed at once. So now after, if you reopen and if you give a password, then you can save it. So the password, if you give a password, you can save it. You can save it now. Okay, now I'll come back to SQL coding quotation design. Sorry, it's not SQL coding quotation design. I'll come back to quotation design, Sri Lankan method. Here in the body, I'm just going to mention as, see, CPA12 on, CPA12 off. Then I'll press Alt F4. I'm selecting bill sundry type, add or less, then 3 spaces gap, then SQL coding text type, the coding name is Tata, semicolon, I have to put a semicolon. Now I am going to write, no, it is colon, now semicolon, row is equal to 1, semicolon, column is equal to 1, but the text I am going to add a space of 30 space. Afterwards, here I should have mentioned narration, but unfortunately I had forgotten to add narration. So naturally at the rate, now that at the rate will be having 3 space character, 3 character space, 3 space for character. Now I'm going to add bill sundry percentage, whatever the percentage that you are charging in the sales quotation, that will be automatically printed, and the basis will be percentage. Here I'm going to add a number type. This will be the same Tata, row is equal to 1, but the column will be equal to 2. For this quotation, row is equal to 1 and the column value will be equal to 2. Space will be, maximum space provided will be 12, because I'm going to, here in the amount grand total I have taken 12 character space, so naturally everywhere I have to take 12 character space. Now I'm calculating, here I'm writing blank space as 31, I think. 31. I'm going to save it. Now let us check. See, if we check, automatically it has to print whatever the bill sundry you add, that has to come automatically. This is the case, this is the ideal case, and it is coming. See here, first it has come taxable amount, it was from subtotal area. Now VAT has come, freight has come, and round off has come. Subtotal area. Now let us move further. Here in the invoice, here in the blank space, I am going to mention it as, I am going to mention that as grand total. I am removing a word between the 2 carets. I am just mentioning it as grand total. It's grand total. Now bold on, I have selected bold on, and here in ending here amount grand total with bold off. Okay, bold on is over now, bold off is over now. Now let's go have a preview. When we have a preview, now here in the preview you can see that the grand total word has come, and that is come with a bold. Yes. See, he has beautiful quotes. All goods sold at his shop are covered under. It is JSP Electronics. Yes, correct. JSP Electronics. It's okay. Now, let me check here in the sales quotation. Print preview. Let us check here. GSP Electronics authorized signatory. Now, okay, this is because I have not used additional spaces in sales quotation body. Now I have not started sales quotation body design. Here now I'm going to start body design. Here CPI tool on and CPI tool off. CPI tool on and CPI tool off. And here I'm going to add VAT amount before tax, line by line amount before tax. That's what I'm going to add now. Now here I'm going to add serial number. So I'm going to add one by one space, everything one by one. I'm going to add everything one by one. Here I'm going to add SR number. Then BLB comma A. I want to add one more vertical line, and then between the two vertical lines I'm going to add whatever the space that is needed. Somewhere I think 59 space or 79 space, something like that. I think it is 79 character, blank characters. Yes, it comes to 79 at this moment. Blank space between the two vertical lines comes to be 79, because total vertical character you can print in 8" is 96 based on that calculation. Now let's check the print preview. Now something better has been done. Now I'm going to write one more query. Name is hippo. I'm going to, any name you can take. By the way, these are all animal names. Hippo, select. Now I'm going to write the query as select m2 dot d1 from master support as m2, as master support as m2, where m2 dot master code in. See, so far anywhere in my previous 103 videos I have not used multi-row subqueries. Everywhere I was writing single row subqueries. This is first time I have used multi-row subquery here in my invoice. I wanted to use this concept where master1.c select master1.cm8 from master1, where master type is equal to 6, from master1, where master1 dot master1 dot master type is also equal to 6. That's also right, but here I have just mentioned as this much, only this much, that's all. Okay, here and then I'm going to write in the fifth line, I'm just adding a word called add, where instead of master1 I'm going to write it as tran2. Here I'm going to mention it as where tran2 dot which type is equal to 26 and tran2 dot rect type is equal to 20. This is what I'm going to write now. See, from tran2 table, from master1 table I'm just changed it to tran2 table. Now however, the concept won't change and same value appears. Now here I'm going to add it as tran2 dot voucher code is equal to tran2 dot voucher code is equal to @voucher code because at the back end, while designing the busy software by the busy company, they have previously defined @voucher code as a variable, and they have programmed programmatically they have done the program over that. So if I just mention @voucher code, busy understands itself that it is a variable. It is predefined by the company, designer company. Here guys, it is common coding for EM version and EC version and SC version. मेरा मतलब क्या है? What I am going to say is, if you write this code holds good even for SC versions, that is for SQL Server database users and for Access database users. So it is common for all the three models. There's no change, there's no much difference in that. Okay, now I'm coming back to invoice design, quotation design. Here in the quotation design, I'm just mentioning after to the left of the amount before taxable value. That's what is that query name? Query name is hippo, 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 and I want only 8 space. I want to provide 7 space, and then 7 plus 1 blank space. Not blank space, it's for vertical line 8. My blank space now comes down to 71. Now let's check in the print preview. If we check in the print preview, now we have to check it in the print preview. Now let's check and see, is that satisfactory? Sri Lankan here. Yes, it has come with an error because at the last line we have forgotten a connector word by name add. See, at the last line, after that I have to add a word called and. That was a connecting string between voucher type and rect type. That I had forgotten. Now that is overcome. See, now I got the value as 15%. This coding is common, as I said, for EC, SC and EM version. Now okay, now here I'm going to add a word called price. This I don't want to add an SQL query here, just I want to add a word called price. Now I have to reduce 9 spaces. Now that blank space come down to 62. It will come down to 62. Now we have to check the print preview. Let us check the print preview here. Here it comes down to, see now there's a space gap between the price SLR here at the top. Top means that's at the header. Okay, that I will rectify that. Now yes, that has been rectified now. See, each and every bit of process I'm not going to show here because the video will be too long. It will be taking somewhere around 2 to 3 hours. That whatever the highlights, that's I'm only showing you the highlights. Now let us check. Now what we do is, okay, now we will go back to miscellaneous masters. I have a plan of just changing my discount structure type, but unfortunately once you use it, you cannot alter it. So I will just forget it. I will start with this only. Whatever I have done the configuration here, so based on this configuration only, I'm going to add my further query. I'm going to add it. Now let's go to close it here over here. Now let us check our this is what the header design that has been done. CD 6%, cash discount 6%. Okay, now let us go back to okay, let us here now let's move on to okay here. There's a slight mismatch at my header, so that header, instead of I have to reduce 7 spaces because I had provided 3 character space gap, not 3 character, 3 category space gap there over there. So unfortunately I have provided only 2 variety of discounts, so third variety has to be absorbed. So that has been rectified now. Now you can see only 2 discounts. Even there's a mistake at the price. See, header design is mismatching. Now I'm going to correct that header design mismatching. I'm going to correct that. Yes, now corrected. But all that bit of process I have not shown over videos here. It will be simply time consuming. I have not showed over that here because you can see my invoice designing videos, lot of invoice designing videos. Now I'm going to add one more query by name Hino. Here I'm going to write select tran2.c1 from tran2, where tran2.ocher type is equal to 26 and tran2.rect type is equal to and now I'm writing and tran2.rect type is equal to 20, because it's being a quotation, and whatever the value you see here, it is just a document to record with, but it is not coming anywhere over calculation. Just you can see now here 29.04%. yes. Now I'm going to add a word called left comma 5. See, now what my query will do is, from the left it has taken this much. Again I will check it one more time, perhaps. Save. Now done. Saved. See, again I have to come back to query here. Hino, if I check Hino, now mistake now corrected, rectified mistake. Now what I am going to do is divided by 100, because it's percentage, then it has to be multiplied by item price, list rate. List rate is not, where is list rate? tran2.d4 is nothing but list rate. Here I am going to mention it as tran2.d4. Whatever the value that comes in the tran2 table under D2 column, that is, this is because, see, this is the discount provided. This is the this is not the discount provided, this is the taxable amount. This is the, yeah, that is the list rate, and then that value, that much of value has been reduced, and that is the taxable amount. Now I think I have made a mistake here in the calculation. So that is taxable amount, yeah, from the list rate. It's not a mistake. Okay, just I'm from the list rate, I'm removing tax item, that's all. Okay, now just I'm going to mention it as where tran2.voucher code is equal to @voucher code and tran2.sr number is equal to @item sr number, and this is going to print it at item body, so it will come under the category item details. Now here in the quotation, Sri Lankan body, so that has to come after the price. Here I'll go back here after BLV comma A, yeah, that is the place there. Watch my screen. So watch my screen, that is being recorded. Here I'm going to mention it as 8 blank space, so that BLV comma A, oh, why I did, yeah, it is copying. Now 9, because this query is different, so I have just given a blank space of 9. Later onwards I will come back and fill that blank space with the proper and appropriate query. Now for the time being, here I gave that 8 space back, because I'm just calculating my calculation on discount amount, first slab. Then I have to come back for the second slab. My first slab is over now, blank space readjusted. Now let us check it. If we check over here, now let us print. After printing, now it comes down to, yes, discount amount, first stage discount amount, that comes to this much. But actually it's okay. I think there's something I'm not happy with. While recording this video I never noticed, but something I am not happy with that. That was actually, I multiplied that price list rate with VAT amount. Actually I should have multiplied that with it. No, discount amount, it's right, sorry, I clarified. It's perfect, no mistake, it's perfect. That was the discount amount 29.048, right? Isn't it? Yes, it was the discount amount. We multiplied that with the discount amount and then we have reduced. No, there's no mistake. It's correct. My calculation I just got clarified now. Sorry, it's I was just under dilemma of miss. So no mistake has happened. Now let us move on to discount. First rate discount has come. Now at this moment I am never working on discount second special discount. Then I will move on to quantity. Now I'm moving on to quantity. I'm just moving on to quantity right over here. That will be quantity. Quantity will be, I'll be taking only 8 space. Then I will copy BLV comma A. Here I'm just not mentioning HSN code here. The time being I'm not going to mention any HSN code in my sales quotation. Now that will be reducing to, the space gets reduced to 26. Okay, now let us check. I may have to change according to my header. That designing I have not shown here because I'm not explaining much working on invoice designing here, that I'm not going to show over here. Just now I will put in item names. So now what I'm going to do is just I will go back. I will use default configuration of busy itself. Here I'm going to add a 26 space for item name. So now Alt F4 pressed. Now here from I'm going to select item name, and in that item name I'm just mentioning first line by data manipulation. That is the first line here. After the item name and after that comma I have just pressed hashtag. Now L1, then single quote, but here this line to be mentioned as 26, and I'm just copying the same line, entire line, and I'm copying. While pasting onto the second line I'll just press F4. There I'm going to mention a word called print if any. What is that meaning, print if any? Print if any, it will be getting activated only some characters there to be printed in the second line. See, all that serial number and all that I'm going to remove. Here I'm going to provide a blank space of 4. But when you use print if any, you are not supposed to use any vertical line. BLV comma A you are not supposed to use. Instead of BLV comma A you have to use a blank space. That's all. And all that I'm going to remove. Unnecessary fields I'm going to remove. Now that's all. Now I'll be copying that same second line and making one more and third line. Now let us check if any item name exists along in your item database, if it in and if it is more than 26 characters. Or now here in the parts here I'm going to add a new video. I'm going to add a new query by name Beaver. Beaver is the name of a truck by Ashok Leyland. So whatever the query, whatever the name you want to give, you can give. So here select tran2 dot c1 from tran2, where tran2 dot voucher type is equal to 9, sorry, not 9, it's 20, is equal to 26, and tran2 dot rec type is equal to 20. This is what the query I'm going to write now. So this gives me the special discount if any given. If I run this query, so now see here 0 pp. So what I'm going to do is, now I'm going to write a word called right parenthesis on, left parenthesis on, sorry it's not like that. No, left parenthesis on, now comma 4. Now let us run the query. Now what the answer we got is plus 0 pp. Now again, now I have to go left on this query. Again I'm going to mention it as left parenthesis on comma 2. Okay, let's run. Now the answer will be plus 0. Now plus 0 minus 0, every answer will be 0 only. Now again right comma 1. Okay, if we run it, we'll be having only 0 as our answer. So after filtering all that, I got only that answer. Now it has to be multiplied by tran2 dot d4. Answer should be naturally 0. The discount percentage has to be, yes, it is 0. Here I have not mentioned as divided by, but it's okay. Where tra2 dot voucher code is equal to @voucher code. If any mistakes is on minor mistakes done while designing, it will be rectified while showing the sales invoice design for Sri Lankan. The same invoice again I have to design. That invoice design, whatever the mistakes, even if done now, it will be corrected later onwards. Now let us check our body here, invoice body, whatever we have done here. That blank space I provided over there, in that blank space now I am going to fill that with the query that I have written over here, that is beaver. You can give any name for your query, and if you give that name has to be called in while designing the sales quotation or image design, whatever that may be, maybe even receipt too. Now you have not provided additional discount, so naturally that value should be 00. Now that has come. Now let us check print preview. Here in the print preview, the design is almost complete right now. It's almost complete now. Okay, let us go back now. I'm going to add one more query here. Now I'm going back to query section, that is by pressing Ctrl Shift F2. Now I'm going to add a query by name Tusker. The Tusker is regarding yes, there's no name by name Tusker, so I'm going to add a query by name Tusker. Yes, hippo, okay, yes, I'm planning to add a query by name Tusker. The name, yes, it is Tusker. That is, I'm going to start now. Select tran1.date, tran1.date from tran1, where tran1.voucher type is equal to 26. That's all. Where tran1.voucher type is equal to 26. Now let us, no, that's not needed. tran1.voucher type is equal to 26. Okay, now let's run the query. Say I got a date. This is 17/11/2024. This is the actual date of sales quotation. On this date I have issued sales quotation. Now as it is being an access database, I'm going to write, or I'm going to modify my query as, see, format, then parenthesis. Within the parenthesis I'm going to write tran1.date, then within the double inverted quote DDMMYY double inverted quote close and parenthesis close. Now say I got a format as like that, what you saw now on the screen. Now again I'm going to write it as format tran1.date comma double quote DDD, 3 times capital D, double quote close, now parenthesis close. I'm going to run the query. See, now what I'm getting, I'm just getting date name. Now I'm going to make it as upper U case, that is uppercase. I'm going to make it as uppercase. Sun, that is the date name. Okay, now here I'm going to make it as U case, uppercase, upper of, because actually it is, yes, it never responded, because that is upper is TSQL command. Here I'm going to make it as U case. Yes, that is sun. Now here also I'm going to make it as U case, that is MS SQL command, then not command, I'm sorry, it's a function. So that returns me the value of 17 November 2024. Okay, now what I'm going to do is, now I'm going to connect two strings now. First I will use ampersand, then plus single quote, one space, and then I have to add plus, but unfortunately I did forget. Oh, it's not double quote, single quote. Now I have to add one plus mark because I'm connecting two strings. Unfortunately I made a mistake here. So yes, now I'll solve that uppercase error. So not uppercase error, that is string error. Now I got that date as, this is what the date format. Now I have to take it for printing. So for printing I'm going to mention it as in the fourth line, where tran1 dot voucher code is equal to @voucher code @ that @voucher code @ is a predefined function by the BCFin. So just I have to call in that function, that's all. To get it on the print report, just I have to call it. So here in the header I'm going to mention it as invoice number, sorry, not invoice number, quotation number, quotation date. Quotation date, whatever the date that is mentioned here, that will be coming over there as quotation date. Now here CPI tolu on, CPI tolu off. I have already 48 blank space over there. So in that 48 blank space, just I'm going to mention it as a quotation date. Oh, it is unfortunately I mentioned as a invoice date. It's as I have done so many invoices, so it is now quotation date. I have to mention it as quotation date number sorry, comma 3, then a blank space of voucher header. I will take invoice number from default predefined functions, that is voucher number. That's okay. There I have to add bold on, bold off after CPI tolu on, and bold off before CPI tolu off. Comma 3, comma C. Okay, now done. So now we have to check the print preview. We have to check the print preview. Now bold on, bold off over there. Okay, now here I have to call that Tusker turbo, that is Tusker, not turbo, Tusker in printout in the format of text. Now here I have to mention quotation date. Instead of voucher bill number, I am going to add a SQL query text type, and that name is Tusker. The result of that query will now get printed over here. Now I'm going to select SQL query text. There I'm going to mention it as text by name Tusker. Instead of that 16, I'm going to make it as 25. Okay, now let us run the query. Let us run the query. Okay, now let me check the query. Okay, now let us save the query. First we have saved the query, and now I'm going to run the query. While running, I'm getting the date as the output that shown through the query. Yes, now it has come, the output has come as 17 November 2024, and it comes on Sunday. I don't know whether they do billing in Sri Lanka, whatever that may be. I don't know. That the date has come as Sunday. The output of the query is Sunday. Now I'm going to alter the query now. That is to the L, and here that quotation date to be left alignment, so that my invoice quotation design will be looking better. A party told me they are going to accept US dollars, and he had requested me to enter that. So now what I'm going to do is, below the quotation he has not given anything more, no logo. That's why just I will add up a line over there. I will call a horizontal line between, at the header. I will now keep watching CPI tolu on and CPI tolu off. CPI tolu on, and it is CPI tolu off. Now I'm going to type blank space. Out of that blank space I'm going to remove blank space 48. Then box line horizontal comma 40, no, it should have been box, no, that should have been box line horizontal comma r. Let me check here. No, it is not proper and it is not okay. The entire line has come, even though we don't needed that, but it has come. It's not 4r, it will be just simply r. Instead of two separate parts, I made one piece at the header. Even still, that headline has not come at header part. That line has not come. So line has come now, even though line has come, but little imperfection. Then I'm planning to use horizontal line. Now I'm planning to add horizontal line. Yeah, that's okay. Now let me check the process. Now after adding the horizontal line, let us check the print preview. Here in the print preview, as the party has requested, we accept US dollars. This is what the party has requested. That's what. And now let us move forward. So far I have not shown you how to add that main concept was adding. Yes, now it's okay, but the main concept was adding actually parameter wise stock cut title, that is the title of every parameter that I have used to define the item. That query I have not mentioned so far, that I am going to add further. Only Taras query has been added. Okay, now let us check print preview. Here in the print preview, you can see now, you can see the titles, right? Here you can see the titles that I had actually added a query, but not shown here right now. For a time being, I'm not going to show here that. See, now I'm going to add that is comment, a query by name links, LYNX, links. Okay, I will show you that Taras query later. I will show you how I added that. I will show you, and I will also explain you what is the method. Now I'm going to write here, select star from item para mdit, item param det. That's the table name that is being referred by a word called I2. So where I2.ojo type is equal to 26. Here this is the table. See, here I have got 5 parameters, so that they are represented by I2.c1, I2.c2, I2. Now I'm going to type I2.c2. I2 is the table name and C1 is a column name. C1, C2, C3 are column name. To be specific, I'm mentioning it as I2.c4, I2.c5, because there are several tables in this database, and any of the tables may have a field by name C2, C1. In order to have a unique data output, I would like to have a unique data output, so I just mentioned that as like that only. Now see, I'm going to add left join tran2 on tran2.mastercode1 is equal to I2 dot item code. Okay, now I2 dot item code. I have added, that's all. This is the output of the query. This is what I'm going to see it on screen. Now where, see, I'm going to add a word called and I'm going to mention it as where tran2 dot voucher code is equal to @voucher code and tran2 dot sr number is equal to @I2 dot sr number. I2 dot sr number. Here I am going to take it as item details. Now I am going to invoice body pattern. In the invoice body pattern, I am going to add one more field by name. I have not mentioned you about anything about TARS, that I will tell you later. I will show you that query later. Purposefully I have done like that. TARS is the query that is resulting me the item parameter title. Name of my query will be links, ly and x, row is equal to 1, column is equal to 1. I am going to copy the same query with the 4 to 5 parameters. So naturally I have to copy it 5 times. The fun time is done. Now I have to copy it 4 times because I don't know whether details may be there associated with each and every item group. Each and every item group may be having 5 parameters or it may not be having, but let me suppose that it's having 5 parameters. So naturally I'm supposed to add it 5 times. Now it is 5. Okay, now I'm going to save it. After saving, let me check in the print preview. Let us check it in the print preview. If we check it in the print preview, now see, now my entire database has become more meaningful. Type, what is the type? Automatic. Color red. Voltage 232, 240. See, now automatic process, nothing has been done. So everything for every item group, whatever the configuration is there, the same configuration is coming. So we need not bother about anything. Now okay, let us add that over here, blank space. After that, see, now let us check the print preview. We check the print preview. See, every item has come meaningfully. Color white, area 20 square feet, reservoir automatically 23 liter, type vertical, brand Falcon, that is for cooling tower. See, now automatically reservoir, everything has been taken into account. Now I am going to write the query. Leyland Bison. The name is Leyland Bison. Select. As I have come from auto, I have a knowledge of automotive spare parts, as I was in that field for over a duration of 20 years. So I am already familiar with most of the items. This Leyland Bison, I am using it for defining item master nodes associated with each and every master. See, master 1 dot master nodes. Whatever the nodes that you enter along with the item, that will be associated, that will be tagged with the item, and I want that to be printed. Master 1 dot master nodes now. And I would like to print, see, that's what I said. See, if you want to mention a word called free door delivery up to 10 kilometers, then automatically it has to be printed along with the item. It should be an automatic process. Now, see, what I have to do is, where, now how do I print it? See, I have to use a subquery. Subquery should be very cleverly to be placed. where master1.code is equal to, now this is called reverse engineering. Forward direction if I went, and this is called this is a logical method of writing the code. Now what do I write? Select tran2.mastercode1 from tran2, where tran2.vouchercode is equal to @vouchercode, and tran2. Where tran2.vouchercode is equal to @vouchercode and okay, now it is an and. I have to add and. The line will be very long, so that I have shorted and started from a line below here. Now and tran2.sr number is equal to @item sr number and tran2.voucher type is equal to 26 and tran2.rect type is equal to 20, and I have to close the bracket, that is parenthesis. I have to close the right parenthesis. And is at the last word. Master type is equal to 6. Now I have clubbed. I directly pulled out the results from tran2 table having the master code 1 at master 1 table. Now what I am going to get it? I have to get it if I go to look at over there here in the quotation design. So what I have to mention here in the last line, I am going to add a note. Print if any. I have to first use a command called print if any, then cpatolo on cpatolo off. Before that I have to provide a blank space of 4, because 3 for serial number and 1 for that vertical line. I have to provide a blank space of 4, and yes, that is the blank space of 4. And then I am going to add the query. My query name is Leyland Bison. A special instructions. I am going to add a word here. Special instructions. In front of that special instructions, I am going to add that it should be 20 character. Unfortunately, I made it 18. Now I have to check it and I have to alter it. See, master1.master notes has to be printed only if the master notes associated with the corresponding item. If there is no master notes, then I should not print it. This is what the requirement. My query name is Leyland Bison. Now let us check print preview. If I try to print, then it will come as see, special instructions is not complete because I have to alter the query and not query. I have to alter the design itself, quotation design itself. I go back to body. In the body, I am going to make that 18 space as 20, and then now that is to be 40. Now here that 18 space has been increased to 20. Now let me check. If I check, I should get the full word. Yes, no, it is not yet full. Still even not done. I have to go back and I have to re-alter it. I have to check the length and number. Body. Will come back here. See, in the last line it is 18 to, I have to increase it to 20. Then number of characters to be printed from 25 to 40. Yeah, it is 25 over there, Leyland Bison. Yeah, not over there. There it should be 25, but on the last line it must be 40. That's what you are seeing it on the screen. Now I go to save it and let us check. If I check it, it should be, now it is perfect. See, that's what we said. Free special instructions. There is no special instructions associated with item number 1, and it is associated only with item number 2, so it is properly tagged. It is properly tagged. Now I'm going to add bold on, bold line, bold off for item name only. So for that item line, I'm going to add bold on, bold off. Okay. Now Let us come back to the query. There's no query. Now here I'm going to add tars. Actually this query was written earlier. Purposefully I shifted it to the last, because otherwise you people won't see my ending completely. Here I'm going to mention it as m2 dot, see, m2 dot c1 comma m2 dot c2 comma no, sorry, there's a mistake here. m2 dot, it is not c2, m2 dot c3. It is m2 dot, m2 is, I'm going to refer it as a table name, and then m2 dot c4 comma m2 dot c3 c5, because I'm having 5 parameters. Currently BC allows me to provide a maximum of 5 parameters. Earlier it was 3, now it has come down to 5, so I have to take it as 5 from configuration as config, that is a table name, as m2, where m2 dot rect type is equal to 58 and m2 dot l1 is greater than, is not equal to 0, is not equal to 0. Okay, this is the query. Now I got, these are my actual parameter name that I want to print with item, that I have to tag it with item. So what I do is, now I have to add query fully saved. It's okay, that query is being saved, it's all right. Now okay, it is done. Now I'm going to add it. Now inner join master1 table, I'm going to add it with the master1 table. Master1 on master1 dot code is equal to master1, master1 dot parent group is equal to m2 dot l1. That is they are both are nothing but tables, it's all right. Now where, now I'm going to add where m2 dot not m2, where master1 dot code is equal to, it is reverse engineering. See, just it's a logical thinking, otherwise there is no connection between config table and master1 table, and joining these two tables I have to print my result on my sales quotation. That's, I'm using some logic, that's all. I joined configuration table with master1 table, but taking the result of this particular code from the tran2 table. That's all. It's a simple logic, nothing high. It's not a huge concept, it's a simple logic. tran2.ocha type is code 26. See, just copying my tables won't work you, because see, whenever a time may come, busy may change even table names, so you have to, even just by watching the videos you won't be understanding more. You have to do it, you have to practically test it, then only you can be having better ideas. Without doing that, just copying and pasting won't help you more. This was actually part 9 video. I purposefully did put it onto part 10, sorry, it's not the last part. There's no part 9 part 10 like that, it is the last part. It was actually, you can see from the screen now, recorded time is something different, whereas I'm showing you somewhere at the end of the query, at the end of the video. The name is tars semicolon, row is equal to 1, column is equal to 1, then I am column is equal to 1, setting the value to 20. Now copying this, row will be same, whereas columns will be getting changed. Now column 1 will be column 2. Same again, I'm going to add one more column. Here in this case column number will be 3. I should have 5. Next column number 4. Next one more has to come, that is column number 5, because we will be having 5 parameters. Now we have to run the query. If we run the query, see naturally now it has to print wherever the whatever the now it is printing. See type, color, voltage. Second one is brand, type, reservoir, and area. This is what are there, and they are coming out automatically. This complete this